Hi everyone and welcome back. How are you guys today? You guys, I am so excited to be back today because today we're back with yet another video. You guys, look, even though this isn't the video I intended to post today, it is a video I really wanted to do, and hopefully you guys are cool with that. And yes, now for those of you who may be confused, normally I post like weekly like schedules and stuff like that. It just helps me keep on track, and it also helps you guys know what's coming up. And yes, and for the most part you guys seem to like it, which I'm really happy about. And yeah, but within the last schedule I posted, I had posted that I had every intention to listen to the rest of Base this week, and truthfully I did. However, after last night I knew I was not in the right headspace to actually give like my all to these songs, and he deserves like every ounce of respect and just like full attention. And knowing I couldn't do that and I couldn't give him that, I decided, like, you know what, look Jungkook, I'm gonna listen to your album next week. And yes, so it will be posted next week for anyone who may be wondering. Again, hopefully you guys are cool with that. If not, I genuinely don't know what to tell you because it's already what I'm doing. And yes, so in terms of this video, I really wanted to sit down. I wanted to go over a few albums that I had bought and kind of go over my thought process on the SHINee concert, on Taemin's concert, and show the giveaways in which I intend to give away. Now granted, please note that these giveaways are not very big, however they do mean a lot to me, and I'm hoping that someone is very excited to win these. They're very small in nature, but honestly they're really amazing in my opinion, and I'm hoping that someone is really excited about them because I'm actually really excited to give these away. And yes, but you guys, so I'm trying to organize my thoughts. I'm trying to figure out where to kind of start and like the pinpoints that I need to hit. And yes, so I figured I kind of just like grab an album, kind of speak my piece on certain things, and kind of just go from there, because if not, I am gonna go off into very random tangents. And yeah, I'm trying not to let this video be an hour long, 2 hours long. And yes, so I figured the first album we would look at is going to be Key's album. I have been looking, by the way, for Face forever. I cannot find it anywhere. I'm going absolutely crazy trying to find that album. It's honestly ridiculous. SM has to get better at restocking older albums. Like it's absolutely absurd that people are paying $100-$200 for an album that SM could easily restock. It makes no sense to me. Please, like, someone make it make sense, because it just doesn't. I hate it. But you guys, this is the photo card that came with it. I love this man. I love this man so much, and it's stupid. And yes, so you guys, in terms of the SHINee concert, I want to start out by saying I am extremely fortunate that I was able to watch both. I know not everyone could, and I feel like that's why I want to share my thoughts and opinions, just because I want to share my experience, because much like everyone else, or not at least everyone, at least a large majority of people, this was my first SHINee experience, like in terms of concerts, and it was a beautiful experience. I started the concert in tears, I ended it in tears. It was a very, very wild ride, and I'm so incredibly proud and thankful for them because they did so well in this. And yes, now for those of you who don't know, they started with Good Evening. I don't know why in the world they wanted to start with Good Evening. It's a beautiful song, don't get me wrong, but I feel like starting the show off with it honestly, it killed me a little bit in the inside. It killed me, but it was so good. And I'm very curious if Kibum had any hand to play in any of the stage outfits, by the way, because the stage outfits were honestly, they were gorgeous. Like, they were truly exquisite, and we know Key has just a beautiful eye. So I'm wondering if anyone knows, let me know, because I haven't heard anything. However, I could have simply just missed it. So let me know. And yes, now they performed a lot of different songs. I feel like for the most part that concert was a blur. I don't remember a whole lot of it. I'm not having a replay on the screen at the current moment. So I'm slightly distracted, but I'm letting things happen to jog my memory. It's fine. But in terms of the show, they had so many different stages, so many different things that happened within it, and so many different emotions. I don't think I was expecting the concert to be as long as it was, but getting to actually like bear witness and getting to know all the songs, first of all, knowing all the songs that they played made me so incredibly happy, because I went through the struggle last night with Taemin, not knowing of like a handful of songs that he played. I think maybe like 3. I felt like I wasn't as emotionally invested in said performances. I could feel how heavy and how beautiful the song was, but because I didn't know what it was about, I don't feel like I had that tie to it that I wish I had. And knowing that I had that with SHINee, it made me so incredibly happy, because these are songs that I know that I love, and getting to see them performed was like, honestly, it was a different experience. Granted, this is just an online concert, it's not in person. However, it's probably the closest thing that a lot of us are ever gonna get to see actually like SHINee together on stage, and I fucking love it. I loved it so much. It's so good. I'm sorry, I'm showing you things and going back and forth. There is a bug in my room. It's like a little tiny moth. This song. Such a good song. But yes, they also performed Atlantis, by the way, during this live, much like Taemin. By the way, Taemin performed his new song, his new title track song last night. I don't remember Atlantis. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't remember Atlantis from their concert. Taemin's I'm not gonna forget. I'm obsessed. Like, I am obsessed. Spoiler alert for anyone who did not watch it. There's a section within that song that has like this beautiful piano breakdown, and if you know me, you know how much I love the sound of a piano. I can't like, normally like 9 times out of 10 a piano it kills me. I love the sound of a piano, and as soon as I heard that piano in the back, I almost lost it. Look, it was 2 o'clock in the morning when this concert started. I was trying my best to keep it together, and oh god, it's such a good song. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. Don't come at me. I can't remember the name of it. But that song and Black Rose sit at the same table. They have the same vibe, the same, oh, it's amazing, you guys. I am so excited. I feel like I'm missing bits and pieces of it in my head at the moment. However, I feel like I remember like the majority of the song, if that makes sense. But oh, it's so good. It's so freaking good. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for it to come out. I cannot wait for this album, because I am so excited. I'm a little bitter that he's leaving, but what can you do? Yeah, we're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna talk about that, because I can't talk about that right now. Anyway, back to the SHINee concert, you guys. Back to the SHINee concert. As I stated, there were many songs played. I think the hardest to listen to was probably Celine, and at this point I'm sure a lot of you know why Celine was a hard stage for literally everyone to listen to. It's so beautiful. Honestly, Celine is not a song I listen to very often, and when I do, I feel very emotional when I listen to it, so that's probably why I don't listen to it often. However, it was so gorgeous, and how they did it, and the emotions and just everything that got put together in it, it was so exquisite and so personal that I don't even know how to properly put into words how much getting to see that performed meant. And it's insane. It's insane to me. It's insane that I don't know. I don't know. But yes, I'm sorry. I didn't really show you a whole lot of Kivum's album, but that's I Wanna Be. I'm gonna listen to this one day. I promise you, and yes. But yes, the stages were gorgeous, but not only were the stages, but also just like them interacting, them being super freaking goofy with one another, because we know, you guys know this is my favorite. This is one of my favorites. Ready? Does anyone else see the arm breakdown whenever that song plays? Does anyone else see that? Because I see that every time. But yes, anyway, back to the concert. What I was saying was that not only in the stages were gorgeous, they did so well, they performed with their entire hearts, but getting to see them just be goofy with one another, I think that meant more than anything, getting to see that fun interaction, because it makes me so happy, because that's SHINee, that's them, just I know, what? Yeah, okay, this is the next one I'm gonna show. Shout out to OP that sold this to me, because I know this was a hard one for her to let go of, and I thank you so much. And yes, this was not a cheap album to obtain, I will tell you that. This was a little more on the expensive side, but it's definitely worth it, and honestly. And yes, this one actually came with a photo card, which I was kind of surprised at, by the way. But his albums are so different than normal albums, because they don't consist of actual like photos in per se. They more of do like things like this, things that explore artistry, and they're so simple yet so incredibly gorgeous, and like I love them. And yes, they are currently performing Hello, by the way. No, they're not actually performing Hello. They're performing Hello, but still. You guys know I love Hello. If I, you know, wasn't running the risk of getting the big S word sued, we would share things and stuff. Maybe one day we will. Oh, this image here. This image here with the rainbow going onto his hands. I love this image. This image is beautiful, and it's just, this album is so incredibly simple yet so freaking amazing at the same time. And I, again, OP that sold it to me, I appreciate you, because like I said, I know this was not an easy album to let go of, and thank you, because it got to me safely. I already told them that it got safely to me, and oh, I love you. Thank you so much. And yes, I'm sorry, I'm trying to put it back in the case so it doesn't get ruined, but yeah, that's what it looks like. Again, SM restock albums, so we can actually buy his albums. We shouldn't have to go through crazy third-party sites to buy albums. Just saying. You should be able to sell them on your own website, because you know that's the whole point of a company, is to make money. Just saying. Anyway, yes, on to Don't Call Me really fast. So by the way, I got Taemin's version. I ordered a random. I ordered a completely random version in terms of like the jewel case, but I got Taemin's, and oh my god, I love it. It does come with a photo card, however, I put the photo card in the other thing, but this is what the inside looks like. I love it. I love Taemin. I love Taemin so much. SHINee's back. SHINee's back. Back. Okay. Hey. Hey. Now I have this version of the Don't Call Me. I am actually very much thinking of buying the other version as well. By the way, I have bought Atlantis. Don't know when it's gonna come in. The seller in which I bought it through has not shipped it yet. It's great. I pre-ordered it, but it's just not here, and yeah. But I got this version. Yeah. Show you a couple photos. Oh yay. This one is honestly, this is what it what is this? I love it so much. But yes, back to the concert again. Seeing their stage presence, seeing that like that being, oh my god, attention. I believe that's what the stage is called. The little like two duo pairs that broke off, getting to see them together, just, it made me so happy. Some of these stages are honestly, they're so different, and getting to see all of the pearl aqua, the beautiful pearl aqua that was incorporated in so many different stages. I have no words. Like, we know how much they love us and how much we love them, and getting to see some of that, there's cat hair. There's a cat hair. There's a cat hair. Get it? Oh my god, Jinky. Yo, Jinky. Let me tell you something. How is it, man? How is that man the oldest? How is that man the oldest? Because let me tell you something. He doesn't look a day over like 26. There's a cat hair somewhere. Yuck. But yes, I'm sorry. This is a mess. You guys probably have not actually. Beautiful stage. Sorry. Some of the stages that they had though within like the SHINee concert were so fun and so different. I feel like they made use of the LED stage so incredibly well, and it just, again, getting to see all of the Pearl Aqua, getting to see the different sets, getting to just really experience it was a very different experience. I feel like I showed you this page. Yeah, no, maybe, I don't know. But yes, so in turn, this concert was, it was emotionally exhausting. It was emotionally exhausting. I'm exhausted thinking about it at the moment. But yes, this book is literally like, it's bigger than my head, and I have a big head. Ginormous. Ginormous. This is the little pack that came in it, by the way. Don't call me, don't. Oh, press your number. Speaking of the press your number era, Drip Drop, right? Drip Drop was performed last night. My computer froze as soon as Drip Drop started. My computer, my internet is a Taemin anti. Putting it out there. How are you gonna make me miss the beginning of Drip Drop? And then it got to the middle, it froze again. It buffered for a few seconds, but I still missed stuff. My computer is a Taemin anti. Taemin anti. Yeah. This is a sticker, by the way, that came on the front of the album. I saved it because yes, why not? Why not? Yes. Okay, so this is the Polaroid or postcard. This is the postcard I got. But again, I bought a random version of each because when I bought these, SM didn't tell us, you know, what versions were what, and I was just like decided, you know what, I'm gonna let them send me whatever they want, and I got this. So I got this Taemin, this little Taemin thing. Apparently you put it in light and it like reflects the image. I don't know how to work things and stuff. I don't know. This is a photo card that came from the album. This is, I think this, one of these came, I think this one came in the jewel case. I put them all together. I don't remember, honestly. Tell me that's not the cutest photo card you've ever seen in your life. Tell me that's not the cutest photo card of the cutest man you've ever seen in your life. Tell me that's not the cutest man you've ever seen in your life. You would be lying if you said it was not. Y'all are liars. This is the AR photo card. I really hope these are focusing, by the way. I don't know if they are. This is the poster. It's the world knew I needed Taemin. The world knew. The world knew. This is a very awkward video, by the way. I'm in a weird mood. This is the lyric page, but like, it's so fun looking. What's your favorite song off of the album, by the way, guys? I'm talking about like the Don't Call Me version, not the repackage, because Days and Years is my favorite off of the repackage, but I think off of the Don't Call Me album, it's Mary's really good. Oh, I almost forgot. Y'all almost let me forget. I think it, calm down. Ring ding dong. SHINee. Chemistry stage. Chemistry stage. We need to talk about the chemistry stage really fast before we move on to anything else, because what? Oh my god, the chemistry stage was phenomenal. I don't even like, I wish I was able to show you all and share without getting, you know, the big S word. So good, so amazing. Oh, favorite part of the concert. Almost, no, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a very big statement. One of my favorite parts of that concert. One of my favorite parts because it was so incredible and it was not what, I don't think anyone was expecting it. Twitter was blowing up after that VCR dropped because it's a VCR, but it's basically an entire music video in itself. And that, to me, that's amazing. And yes, can we just talk like 2 seconds really fast, the fact that this concert didn't have a playback option available for people? That's to me, that's insane. That's not cool. Not everyone can see it at that given time, and the whole thing of the playback is that you have the option to watch it back if you miss something, and I don't know, it doesn't make sense. This was actually a freebie, by the way, that Choice Music sent with my purchase. So basically it's a SHINee like boarding pass. I don't think that's gonna focus. Hopefully it focuses with something behind it. I have to be a booty guru to do this. But it has the date 5/25/2008, which is the debut date, passenger, shell, cabin, Choice Music LA, SHINee's back, SHINee SM, like, I love this thing. And yes, one last album before we move on to Taemin, which is, or not an album, it's this. So many of you have asked me to show this since I mentioned that I have it, and truthfully, I had no idea that this was such a rare thing to stumble upon. I actually bought it from Choice Music in November of last year, I believe, for $20. I think to buy it and to ship it to my house, like everything, it was like $27. There are people out there selling this book for so much more, and honestly, it's kind of disgusting in my opinion to sell something that to me, that's just incredibly wrong, and I don't like that. Again, we should not have to jump through hoops to find past albums and past things from our favorite artist. We shouldn't have to do that. Their companies should be able to restock. SM should be able to restock on things like this, because this is such a beautiful book and so many people will never be able to get to see it because it's out of print. That's insane to me. That's insane. But yes, anyway, you guys, again, this is the album, or I keep saying album, I apologize. It's the book. This is the Skeleton Flower book. It's honestly, it's beautiful. It's I don't even have words. So a lot of the pages are much like this. He like these, it's simple and exquisite, and there are lyrics in here, there are small like stories, everything that's in here, like it's so simple yet so him, if that makes sense. And I just like lyrics and beauty, and then photos, just random photos that he wanted to share with us that I'm like, what am I listening to? It's evil. I'll like get past that. One is fine. Just like photos. I believe that there are English translations out on the internet in terms of like the different stories and stuff that were put in here, the different poems, all the collections that he made in this. I believe that there are English translations out there. We shouldn't have to like something like this. It's so beautiful. I am so incredibly fortunate to have this. I feel bad that so many people couldn't find this, will never be able to have this. Just, it's... I'm just showing you guys as random pages at this point. And again, it's simple. It's not something crazy or, you know, it's beautiful. It's such a beautiful piece of work. I love this book so much. I know this book has put me on the top of a lot of people's Rob list. I understand that. And that's okay. I wish I had never honestly taken it out of the packaging sleeve, but I did, and now I kind of keep it on the shelf to make sure it's protected and that it's safe, and I don't even know. I don't know what to say, and yes, but anyway, you guys, Taemin. We're gonna touch on Taemin really fast because, as I stated, there were a handful of songs in which Taemin performed that I didn't know, such as Door, Pinocchio, and there were, I believe, 2 others, if I'm not mistaken, that I didn't know. Door, I think, is my favorite out of all of them, in terms of not being so emotionally heavy that I really want to listen to. And I feel like, again, I feel bad because I wanted to listen to a handful of songs prior to the actual concert, because for me personally, if I can make that emotional connection, if I know what's happening within the song, I feel like I'm understanding it that much more. And I was talking to numerous people as like the concert was happening, and they were reacting in one way and I was reacting in another because I don't know these songs. And to me, it made me sad because, like, this is my alt bias, this is my alt group, and I felt like even though I wasn't on camera, I couldn't give like the full attention, the full reaction that I wanted to, because I didn't know the songs. And it made me so sad for no reason. And just thinking back on his emotions throughout this concert was so deep. You could feel his emotions. He was so sad, and I've even said this on Twitter that his sadness throughout the concert, his emotions are what made me sad, because you could tell, like, the way that he conducted himself, the way that he presented himself, there were certain instances where it felt like he was trying his best not to cry. And to me, that was heartbreaking, because I never want to see him cry. And I don't know, it felt so incredibly heavy and hard that I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. And yes, but in terms of his concert, truthfully, getting to hear that new song was probably one of the coolest things. Watching him perform Heaven, the stage, you guys, the stage, you know, the iconic tilted stage. He did so much with such a space. And I even said this, I said this on Twitter and I'll say it again. There is something about Taemin and his dancers. They are the only ones on stage, and yet the stage looks too small by them. Like, they take up the entire space with their movements. It's just, honestly, it's exquisite to get to see. And Taemin, the way he moves, he is so captivating. I have said this in past videos, I've said this before. There is something about Taemin, when he performs, there's a switch that gets flipped. He's not this soft, beautiful human. He is this eye-catching, just completely dominant, very just alluring human that you can't help but watch. And we're gonna talk really fast about him wiggling his hips and him making intense eye contact with the camera. Why? Why? But if I'm honest, I think my favorite part of the entire concert was his VCR. And you guys know, if you watch the concert, you know which VCR I'm talking about. The VCR with him dancing with like his shadow almost. It was so captivating. It was so dark, and to see like this struggle that he was having, the darkness always being there, oh my god. It was honestly, it was amazing to get to see, but it was also incredibly like frightening at the same time. Like I don't know how to properly describe that. I don't know if anyone else will either. And yes, and what made I think me sad the most was his last song that he performed. I apologize, I can't remember the name of it at the current moment. However, he said during the concert that he made a special request that normally like that ending like encore stage is a time for them to kind of connect with the fans, to answer questions before they perform the last song and they leave. He made a special request. He performed a song, made a very small statement, performed another song, and it ended. But the last song will not be in the replay for people to watch. That makes me sad, because if you're not there, if you did not witness that emotion that he had, you missed it. And that to me is heartbreaking, because not everyone's going to be able to see that. And maybe that's okay. Maybe that is a special moment he shared with whoever was there, how many ever thousands of people that were there and him. But I just, truthfully, I hope that he understands and he knows that we're here for him, that we love him, and we'll be here when he gets back. And I think that's what he's most afraid of, is that he doesn't understand that we're not leaving. He has fought and done so well while the other members were away. Now it is his time to leave, and guess what? We will be there when he comes back. He has made comments about not falling for other idols and everything like that. We don't want another Kibum and Jaehyun incident. We are here for him, and I can't wait to see the man he is when he comes back, to see how strong he's become, because he's an incredibly strong human, but I know that he's going to be slightly different when he comes back. I hope that he doesn't lose that incredibly goofy and sweet and just evil Machine type of personality that he has, but I hope that he also finds a sense of comfort and almost relief when he comes back and he sees that we're all there. And I hope that he understands that we will be there. And it's mind-boggling to me, and it makes me so mad, because I want to like just tell him to stop worrying. You got this, we got you, we're good, like it's fine. But obviously I can't do that. And yes, and so obviously I am facing a lot of different emotions at the moment. I'm facing a lot of different emotions, and I don't know, I'm not the happiest clam in the world. Hopefully you guys understood that all of these emotions, this is why I feel so odd, and that's why I couldn't react to base, because Jungkook deserves all of the, honestly, the utmost respect and love and admiration, and I will always give that to him. However, I felt like because of the headspace I'm in today, I couldn't sit and actually do the video, because I wouldn't be able to give it to him. And yeah, so I hope you guys understand that. And yeah, but yes, hopefully the things in which I've said about the concerts have resonated with someone. Hopefully you guys understand. I understand there is a lot more detail that I can go into. However, I will be talking for like at least 2 hours if I do so, and I don't want to do that because, well, frankly, I'm tired. I'm tired. I worked today after the concert. I'm exhausted. See? Yes. But anyway, you guys, so with all of that being said, I am doing a giveaway. Granted, please note, it's not the biggest giveaway. Oh my god, I dropped. Come back. Come back. Hold on. They're running away. Okay. This is what I'm giving away. Initially, I was going to do one big giveaway. Decided not to do that. Decided to do a bunch of little giveaways. And yes. So I'm going to show you what they are first and go over the rules. And yes, and I hope I see people participate. I really do. And yeah. So the first set of giveaways is going to be this. So you will get these photos. This photo. This photo. This one. And this one. So this is going to be set 1. You can win set 1. This is going to be set 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is set 2. And then this is going to be set 3. Now, initially this was the only thing that I was going to put in there, so the calendar poster. But I decided to put a few freebies because it is a smaller prize in terms of everything. So I am going to add a second one of these. If you guys remember from the actual unboxing video, this is the SHINee like boarding pass. This is something you could win, as well as a group photo card. Maybe if you guys can see it. So this is gonna be group 3. I have 2 other like small freebies that I'm gonna put. I got 1 for each other prize, so everyone's gonna get a freebie. Yes. So those are the 3 prizes. So how to enter is honestly extremely easy. I will post on the community tab. You in turn just have to comment. You comment which one is like your top priority, second and third. If you only want to win 1 prize, you can put that as well. So say you want to win prize 3, you would put this as your top, and then kind of list so on and so forth from there. After that, you literally just have to comment why you love SHINee, and what got you into SHINee. That's all I want. I just want to know why you guys love them. I want to know what brought you to them, why you guys are here, because I know why I'm here, and now I want to know why you're here. I want to know because you guys have been here for me since the beginning, and I don't know. I want to know. So yeah, so I hope you guys like the prizes. Again, they're very small, but I'm hoping that someone would be happy to get them, and yes. The contest will be open for a couple of days. I will end up choosing like just people at random to win and ship them out. In order to win though, you do have to be willing to give your full mailing address, which includes like your name, your address, country, state, zip, all of that fine beautiful stuff, because if not, I cannot mail this to you. And yeah, the contest will be open for a couple of days, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Hopefully you guys like it. I feel bad that it's not very big, but I don't know. I hope someone is grateful for it, and yeah. By the way, these are all the big prizes are from the season's greetings I pulled out, and yeah. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. This has been one very awkward ass video, so bye. I love you. Yeah, bye. Okay, bye.